Hi Aquarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your weekly tarot messages. These messages are going to be general, keep that in mind. If you're after a personal tarot reading, please feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed below. Okay, you have someone around you or someone who's about to enter your life embodying this Queen of Wands energy, okay? He or she, regardless of whether it's a he or she, they are coming up as, they're coming across as someone who's very, quite feminine, okay? Someone who's very in touch with their feminine side, their feminine energy here. And it's also someone whom you're going to be very drawn towards magnetically, okay? Someone whose energy is just going to pull you in towards them, and you're going to also be pulled like this towards this person, and they'll be pulled towards you as well. It's very magnetic connection, and the both of you are drawn for probably reasons that you won't be able to explain. This is something that I feel like is going to be very powerful and profound, in a way that I feel like this person is going to open up your heart, that in a way that it hasn't yet been opened, or is going to give this connection their time, their energy, and the space that it needs in order for the both of you to form a very deep emotional bonded connection with them. Okay, so Ace of Cups indicates that your heart is opening up to someone, and someone's heart is opening up to you. I'm also seeing that there's a rush of some very intense and overwhelming emotions. This could be someone that you've recently met, okay, or it could be someone that you're romantically connected with. For those of you singles, it could be someone who is on their way to you. So you have to put yourself in a state of receptive mode where you're inviting this person into your life, okay? You're manifesting, putting the intention out there, and you're inviting this person to come towards you and enter your life, your space. I'm seeing a richness of emotions. I'm seeing that this is going to be a very rich emotional experience. Your heart is opening up. There are some very new, foreign, and very exciting emotions flowing from you and through you. Just remember that, you know, before you really commit to loving someone else, you also have to, especially with the Ace of Chalices here, you also have to be, you know, you have to love yourself. And in doing so, you're setting the, you know, you're setting the example of how you want to be loved and how you deserve to be treated. So whilst I feel like this person is going to, it's not that they're going to demand, you know, your time and your attention. You'll be more than willing to offer it up to them, but don't forget that you can't pour from an empty chalice. So you have to, you know, give yourself the love and the attention first before anyone else can do that. So if you've been neglecting yourself a little bit lately, it might be a good idea to just, start paying more attention to self-love and self-care as well, especially if this person hasn't entered your life. You may be delaying it, delaying this person and this process from happening purely because, you know, you haven't given yourself enough love, enough attention or energy, that, you know, not in the sense that you deserve. You might be depriving yourself of it. Maybe you think you deserve it, but at the same time, maybe you think that, you know, it doesn't exist. So you have to be the example that you want others to love you with. You also have to fill your chalice first before you can fill anyone else's, because you have a lot of love and you have a lot of love to give. And in the past, I think maybe you've directed it towards the wrong energy, but the right energy, the right person is definitely coming along. This is someone whom, and I'm telling you that this connection could really, really go the distance. This is someone who is going to tick a lot of your boxes. This is someone whom you're in complete and soulful alignment with. This is also someone who's going to be, from what I'm seeing, as a catalyst for you to open up your heart to this person, and for you to put yourself in a very vulnerable position where, yeah, you can be loved, but you can also, you know, I mean, I guess there's no guarantees in love, just as there's no guarantees in life. Whilst I do feel like this person has very sincere and open and honest intentions, there's no guarantee that you might not be hurt by this individual, not even intentionally, unintentionally in the process. So, you know, you've come up as the Eight of Swords energy, which is you feeling a sense of entrapment, which is you know, staying stuck in this prison of swords. It could be an indication of your mindset. So you're wanting love, but you don't think you're deserving of it. Or, you know, you have this ideal relationship, or the image of this ideal person in mind, and how they'll look like and how they'll behave. But, you know, at the same time, you don't think that they exist. You know, you don't think that they're real or out there. So it's you essentially stepping out of this prison of swords that essentially you've built up yourself. So it's stepping out of this uncomfortable comfort zone, because this is where this person is waiting for you, outside of your comfort zone. So in order to meet this person, if you haven't already, you're going to have to put yourself out there, and you're going to also have to shed yourself of any old and limiting, especially like mindsets or mental beliefs that you've had about yourself or about relationships. Yes, in the past, some of your relationships haven't worked out. Yes, in the past, you've been with the wrong ones. And yes, in the past, you know, you've experienced pain. But the past was also a lesson, right? And this person is going to come along, and, you know, no relationship is immune from heartache. No relationship is immune from conflict or disagreements. But what you will get in the process is this person is going to open your eyes and open your heart to certain things that you need to work about yourself, certain qualities that you might need to learn to embrace about yourself, even if you think these are weak or not so, you know, not such attractive qualities, certain things that you might need to work on yourself. So they might help you do some shadow work. They might help you work on some shadowy aspects of yourself, your personality, areas where you might need, you know, improving. This is going to be very vulnerable. This connection is going to be very raw, and it's going to be very real. Again, this person has some very honest intentions. They're also someone who's got this richness of emotional experience behind them. They too have had their heart broken. They too have had relationships that didn't work out in the past. But what that's done is that has acted as a contradiction of what they don't want. So they realize, you know, because of these experiences, they realize what it is that they don't want. And at the same time, it's also helped them realize what it is that they do want. And when they see you, they'll see so much potential that lies in you, and they'll see so much potential that lies in the connection. But you cannot be the one who's afraid to open up your heart. You cannot be the one who's afraid to step out of your comfort zone with this person, because it's going to require something about this connection, you know, is going to require that you do push yourself outside of the comfort zone, because that's where growth happens. That's where growth is. So be prepared to attract this wonderful energy whom you're going to not only be in love with, but also grow with. And this person, the thing is, if this person hasn't come along just yet, it's because you haven't given yourself the love. Okay, see, you know, you've got all of this love in you. You've got all of these emotions in you that are kind of swelling around in you, but you need to be able to direct some of that love inwards towards your own self. Okay, because if you cannot love yourself, how can you expect for anyone else to love you? So it's very important that you do some inner work. It's very important that you do, you know, practice self-care and self-love, and in doing so, you will vibrationally attract this person. You will draw them in closer, and you will, you know, ensure that this happens, that this person comes into your life sooner than later. So, and this is someone, you know, you've got the Nine of Cups here. This is someone that, see, the very person or the very thing that you want, the very relationship, the very situation or circumstances that you want, it's out there for you. But you know what you're going to have to do in order to get that, in order to attract that, in order to, you know, make it happen? You're going to have to step outside your prison of swords. You're going to have to stop with this self-limiting beliefs or these negative thoughts, these negative emotions. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. And I get it. Okay, this comfort zone is comfortable for you on some level, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a very uncomfortable zone, because no growth is going to happen there. Everything that you want and everything that you know, the very person and the very relationship or partnership that you want is essentially on the other side of fear. It means that you're going to have to push yourself to do things that, you know, to do things differently, because the things that you have been doing the same for the last couple of years or months, you'd probably agree with me, you know, that they haven't necessarily been working for you. So why not try something the opposite of what you've been doing? Why not try something different and see if you get different results? Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing. Bye.